Hi everyone, I'm Becky and welcome to Becky's AngelScopes. I'm so happy you're joining me here today. It is autumn in the Northern Hemisphere where I am, and so I hope for all of you, the pumpkins are on the porch and the mums are blooming in the garden. It is indeed going to be a wonderful autumn. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, it's springtime, so enjoy that as well. Now, happy birthday, Libra, and happy birthday upcoming, my dear and fabulous Scorpios. It is a very, very, very powerful time for manifesting what your heart desires, because it is said that on your birthday, as you blow out the candles and make your wish, you have a direct line to source energy to manifest whatever your heart desires, as long as it is in the highest and best good of all concerned. So expect that fabulous birthday gift to come to you soon. All that being said, I want to thank my subscribers for subscribing. It is such a joy to see that you enjoy these readings. And those of you who are just visiting, we welcome you to join us and subscribe as well. And if you decide that you would like a private reading with me, I would be honored to do that for you. I do readings on just about any particular area of life, and I have many different spreads that are available. And of course, we always give the last word to the angels of love and light. All that being said, it is time to look into the month of October. I'll see you there. Hi Aries, welcome to your October 2017 love reading. We are focusing on love this month to see what is in store for us and what lessons we can learn. Oops, before I take that away. We're going to be using here the Wheel of the Year Tarot. It's a beautiful deck with all of the seasons here. Of course, we're entering autumn, and it's got beautiful colors that I think you'll enjoy for the autumn season. Then we'll be crowning the reading today with Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels Oracle Cards deck. And you are already familiar with these. I am sure of that. Okay, we're focusing on love today, and I've already created a sacred space, so we are ready to get started. And I want to explain the reading. We will be laying 5 cards. The first card will be the general situation between you and the person that is foremost in your mind as you come to the reading today. If you do not have anyone particular in mind, then it is a general situation about you and your feelings and attitudes toward love in general coming into your life. Position 2 will be how the other person feels toward you at this particular moment in time. And position 3, how you feel about the other person. And once again, this is going to, if you don't have anyone in particular in mind, then this will apply in a general sense, how you feel about love and how that's being mirrored back to you. All right, in position 4, if there are any obstacles to a relationship with this person or in the relationship with this person that is in your mind, we will look into that. Or in the case of a general approach to love, are there any obstacles in your way to open your heart to love? And in position 5, what is the advice? How can we improve the situation? Whether it's with the person who is in your mind or foremost in your mind today, or if it is indeed in a general sense for love to come in. All right, so let's get started. I've already shuffled the cards quite a bit off camera, but I will do so again now. Angels, please help us with Aries, October 2017 love focus. Aries. The first card we want to draw, angels, is the general situation between Aries and the object of their desire. Aries. The general situation, the object of their desire. Aries, the general situation. Angels, Aries, the general situation. Aries, that's it. Thank you. Angels, how the other person, whoa, feels about Aries. Okay, can do that. All right, and how Aries is feeling right now about the other person. And any obstacles, angels, that we need to be aware of? Those too many cards. Angels, one card for any obstacles. Any obstacles to a relationship between Aries and the person that they're thinking about. Is it that one? Okay. Alrighty, and any outcome or advice to improve or move ahead with this situation. Any overall advice, angels, for Aries? Overall advice for Aries? Overall advice for Aries. That's it. Okay. So now I'm going to make sure that we can actually see these. So let me just take a quick look into the screen to make sure that you all can see all the cards, and not just yet. Okay, let me go ahead then, and we will leave the 5th card up here for now so that we can see these cards in front of us. And that's good. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, Aries, so let's turn over our cards. And we will leave the 5th one till the very end. All right, let's take a look. Okay, in position number 1, I will show you your cards. You have the Moon. Aries, position 2, 9 of Swords. Aries, position 3, the Ace of Cups. And in position 4, the Magician. All right, and we'll get to position 5 at the end. Let's go with position number 1. Aries, we asked the angels to help us with what is the general situation between you and the object of your desire, or the person that is foremost in your reading today. And we can see here this card, this beautiful, beautiful card. We've got what appears to be a quarter moon. This is the moon. It is a major arcana, and it is represented in this particular deck by the quarter moon. We've got this beautiful, beautiful goddess, or symbol of a goddess, or some kind of being here, and we have her reflection in the water below, as you can see here, which is quite interesting. And remember, if you do not have anyone particular in your mind as you approach this love reading, remember what the attitude that you put out in the world, the energy that you put out in the world, is always reflected back to you in the face of another. And even if you do have someone in mind, you have to remember that your vibrational set point is always reflected back to you in who you draw into your life, always in the face and eyes of another. All right, so what is the moon? The general situation here between you and this other person in your life, we'll speak to that side of the issue right now, is frankly one of a bit of a mystery. I'm feeling here and seeing in this card, Aries, that not everything is revealed. Not everything is revealed to you. In fact, it may appear somewhat distorted. By looking at this reflection, she sees the opposite of herself sometimes, or a distortion as it is distorted in the water below. And in this case, she appears to be sitting in the sky, so this may not be water in its technical sense, but it is some kind of material that allows her to see her reflection there. And maybe it's just the light reflecting on some surface. We don't know. But I can tell you, Aries, there is something that you don't know. There may be secrets right now that are not yet supposed to be revealed to you. And it may not be bad things. It just may be that not all is known at this time. And I just heard go within to seek your own counsel on this. All right, thank you, angels. Go within to seek your own counsel on this. Because the moon is not at full light, we just passed that full moon that just happened, but because this full moon in this depiction is not at full light, it does indicate that there is a little bit of mystery going on. Either someone is not being all that clear with you, or you're not being all that clear with them, or there is just some things that are still unknown. I just heard that some of you may be at the beginning. In fact, they said that to me in Spanish, which is very odd, the principio, at the beginning of sort of a courtship or some kind of possible dating situation, some kind of possible, we don't know what, but at the very beginning of the journey, possible journey with someone. So, or you may even be in some sort of relationship at this time. So the general situation is one of things are still unknown and yet to be revealed, whether by design or whether by divine design, I should say, whether by divine design or whether someone in this situation is kind of playing it a little bit close to the vest right now, okay? But it will come to light. Whatever is not being revealed right now will come to light. All right, so that's the overall situation. A little bit of mystery there you have, Aries. In position 2, how he or she feels about you, Aries. And we have here the 9 of Swords. Now, the 9 of Swords, you can see here, is a little bit, it's a card of a little bit of anxiety. And, you know, and swords are usually representative of thoughts. And so the other person, I think, is they're not running away in terror, as this card might depict, but basically they're a little bit, what I want to say, they're I guess they're having, I don't want to say nightmares because that's too strong of a word, but as I see it in this card, they're a little bit concerned and they're a little bit confused, and they feel like there's a lot of thoughts coming into their mind about what they feel about this, what they think about this. Swords are thinking, so they're kind of in their head right now, Aries. They're in their head. And they appear to be a little bit mixed up. This could even be a little bit of fear-based thinking, a little bit of negative self-talk, meaning they could be telling themselves, well, I'm not good enough for this, or, oh, they don't really like me, or how can I possibly approach this person, and it's just all too much right now and I can't deal with it, and I've got to just go run away now and then I'll think about it later, but it's keeping me up at night. And so I don't know what to do with this Aries. Oh my goodness, I just don't know what to do. It's keeping me, you know, my thoughts are going round and round and round and round and round. And so it could be, Aries, that they're just overwhelmed, either with thoughts of you, maybe to bordering on, you know, a little bit of just sleepless nights. They can't stop thinking. They're not sure what they want to do. It's a lot of anxiety and worry, and it's not necessarily about how you show up in love. It's probably more, I'm seeing, in their own mind about how they are going to show up in love for you, or for anyone for that matter. So I would have to say they're a little bit concerned. That goes back to here, Aries. Are you the one keeping secrets? I don't know. And they're feeling a little bit anxiety-ridden because they're picking up on that. I'm not sure, Aries. What's going on there? What's going on there? Let's see what you're feeling. Aries, how do you feel about this person? It looks like to me, Aries, with this beautiful Ace of Cups, and you can see this little fairy right here in the goblet with the beautiful flowers and this lovely, lovely, lovely candle under a starry sky. It's just gorgeous. And the water, of course, cups signifying water and emotion. Aries, I think you think that this is the beginning of something big with you. You feel like this could be the beginning of true love for you. This may be a situation where indeed your cup of love will runneth over. I don't know how that just came to me, but it did. So I think you're surrounding your thoughts and feelings, and I mean, you really are surrounding yourself with these positive thoughts of love and feelings of love. I mean, you actually feel this. It's not just all in your head. You're not looking at how they appear to you to be on paper, listing all their attributes and this and that and the other, and how they would be a good match and this and that. You're feeling it on a gut level, Aries, and I think you've got hope. You've got a lot of hope. But look here, Aries. This person, I think, okay, this is what I'm picking up here, and I've just heard it again. This person is anxiety-ridden about starting into a relationship with you, only because, or continuing it or moving ahead with it, only because they have a lot of self-doubt. And they're plagued by a lot of self-doubt. And I just heard they've been plagued with a lot of self-doubt for a long time. And they feel insecure and they feel burdened in their own mind. Probably, I just heard based on past issues in love. So this may be still haunting them in a lot of ways, but you have got great hope. And you feel like this could be the beginning of something big for you. And your job here in this relationship, or in this beginning of a relationship, is to shine your light. I just heard that. To shine your light. Because by shining light, you spread light on what may be obscured and dark, and you may be able to bring a little bit of healing into this person's mindset. And if you do, the energy of the Nine of Swords can be transmuted by this energy of the manifester, the magician, who transmutes energy by changing it like an alchemist. Truly the card of great alchemy, where you change this energy, or you can help by shining your light and presenting this, you change this energy into possibly this energy in the other person. Or you create that. You can't change the other person. I misspoke. You can't change the other person, but what you can do is shine the light and hold the space for them to change. And this card, which is what you feel, really speaks to holding the space for great, almost a miracle to take place here, but great alchemy. All right, using all basically the powers of heaven and the powers of light to call forth this great shift in love to the better. Those of you who are not thinking of anyone in particular, this particular spread is speaking to you to hold the hope. You may have felt like you're not clear which way to go. You may have felt a lot of anxiety, and maybe you just tried to bat it away. Like, I'm not going to think about that now. Oops. But what that means is you still have hope. And you still have the power to call forth love into your life, for those of you with no one in particular. All right, now, keeping both of those tracks in mind, let's see what the outcome or advice card is. Wow. Look at this, Aries. You have got the Six of Swords. Now, I want to tell you, the Six of Swords is a card of, for lack of a better word, salvation. It is going from an unpleasant space to a pleasant space, whether that be in your thoughts, in your emotions, in your general overall situation. It is like someone is going to row you across to calmer waters. And so that's what I think this Magician card is going to represent for all of you. You do have the power to create the space to assist this person to calm their thoughts, meet you in love by holding the light and the space for them, and setting a particular vibratory energy into this relationship and calling forth from within your own self a shift, a miracle, for lack of a better word, a shift, a magic to enter this relationship space. And by doing so, you are creating the scenario for moving away from what appears to be secrecy and anxiety to calmer waters. A new beginning, which is what you want anyway, Aries. You see and feel the potential for that new beginning, and you can help them feel it too. So the advice is, it could actually be taken two ways, but that's the way principally I see it because of this Magician card. If this Magician card had not been here, if this card had been something different, I would definitely say that the advice here in the 5th card would be to move away from this situation or this person who is embodying this mindset. But I don't see that. I guess it could be for some of you, but I don't necessarily see that here. Because of the way the cards have come out, I am taking this to mean that you have the power to shift this. And I have a feeling that when you do shift it, you're going to feel what seems a little rocky moving into calmer waters, which will, of course, allow love to blossom. All right, but someone's got a little bit of cold feet in this thing, but I have a feeling it's going to shift for the better. Let's ask our romance angels what it is. Romance angels, we are asking for Aries. Could you crown our reading today, Romance angels? What do they need to know in love for October 2017? For their highest good. There it is. Wow. Yes. Okay. Here's what we have, Aries. We have the chemistry card. And you can see these two people appear to have a lot of, another Spanish word, simpático, which means, I don't know where these words are coming from in my head. All right, anyway, they have a lot of connection. There's great chemistry. As you can see, it's self-evident. And the card says there is a strong magnetic attraction here. And indeed there is. And that's why I say that this energy can indeed be shifted. Can indeed be shifted because there are really no obstacles to this being shifted, because the chemistry is there. The raw material necessary to shift this is there. And you may have been confused about how to proceed, and that's where some of this is obscured, because maybe they're presenting a calm exterior. You're not really sure, or why they're, what's going on? Why can't we move this forward? Because they're having anxiety, and it's based on past love experiences, not necessarily with you, Aries, okay? So this is shifting. Things can move to a more positive space, and they will, but it's up to you to manifest that using the law of attraction, all right? So that's how we manifest in this 3D reality from the quantum field. We have to do it that way, and that means living as if, because whatever you put out, you will get it returned to you, basically in the eyes of another. And you've got great chemistry on your side between you and this person, so what you're feeling is real, and what they're feeling is real, and hopefully their fears can be calmed. All right, I think that is just about it, Aries. I want to thank you for joining me today. It was a pleasure reading for you, and until we read again around the middle of the month, I wish you peace, richest blessings, and love beyond your wildest dreams. And so it is.